Shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom, Yashala. This is your brother, Yawana, representing the Warriors for W4Y Michigan camp. Before we start off, let's turn to the east. I want to give all praise, honor, infinite glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, that Ruah, the teacher that taught us this truth. And a hearty shalom to all the Akim and the Aquab tuning in. Shalom, shalom, shalom to the house of David. Shalom to the elect. All right. So Lord willing, this is edifying, man. This is in the news, Passover edition. All right. And I just want to make this plain, man. You know, Passover is coming. You know, I believe it's this weekend. All right. And a lot of people, they got to be ready for it, man. Okay. Because you don't want to be one of those people that's not doing the Passover, you know, that's completely in the world, man. Why? Because you have a lot of different things that's playing out in the background. All right, so I'm gonna get to the end times. We just gonna get the scriptures, you know, and it's more than just the end times, but this is just where I seen a lot of my articles from. So I'm gonna grab this. It says the National Guard to be deployed for the upcoming solar eclipse. All right, now if you did not know, all right, April 8th, man, is gonna be the day to you know, a lot of people are saying that this is gonna be what Esau Edom is gonna try to push that wickedness, man. All right, if you didn't know, you got a lot of school closures. Let me see. All right, DeKalb County School is closing for April's solar eclipse. All right, some Pittsburgh area schools are closing or moving to remote learning during April's solar eclipse. All right, so you have a lot of these different schools. Look at this 2024 solar eclipse school closing in WNY, the Western New York in Northern Pennsylvania. All right, so you have dozens of schools that are canceling school on April 8th. All right, and don't forget, you got Esau Edom saying what? Stock up. Let me see. All right, map shows warnings for people to stock up on food ahead of a solar eclipse. Why is this, man? All right, well, why is this happening? Because Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is about to push his wickedness, man. All right, just like the elders and apostles of Great Millstone always say, Esau Edom would never let he would never let a bad time go to waste. He would never let a crisis level event go to waste, man. All right, so it says April 8th, total solar eclipse. Texas officials, all right, Texas officials. My brothers, Warriors for Yahushai, King Makia. All right, my brother, my other brother, brother Ana. I'm trying to say it right. Ana Awala. All right, my brother, he lives down there too, you know. But all these different brothers, you know, these different states, places like Texas. Don't forget, you have the NATO and them telling you to stock up on candles, radios, and different foods and medical supplies. Why are they telling you this? Because they know that this society is about to crumble. They know that they're about to allow this dollar to crash. All these different migrants. I just watched a video from the elder GMS Awakening 144, and he brought up a lot of videos that I seen over the weekend, basically going into civil unrest, man. Okay, because all these different migrants that was brought over here, now they're getting a 30-day eviction. Okay, after 30 days, they gotta go. All right, and they're not moving them, you know, back to their countries. They're just moving them around the United States. All right, so all these people that's gonna lose their jobs, their, you know, all the things that they set up, all these different migrants, their benefits. What do you think is going to happen when they're cut off completely from food stamps, government, housing? You know, those people are going to do things as far as thieving, you know, murdering, you know, and don't forget, you got a lot of those different migrants. They've been raping women, children, you know. It's about to be bad out here, man. All right. And shalom to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemi, Shabrakatah. Lord willing, my everything is working because Esau Edom messing with the brother streams, man, lately, you know. And shalom to my brother King Makia, shalom King Yahbashim Yahshabrakatah. Khan. This Ecclesiastes 5:15. Be not ignorant of anything. You ain't supposed to be just walking around. You just don't know what's going on. Here it is. You have the solar eclipse coming up where they're talking about closing schools. Esau Edom is talking about stock up. You got the different store closures, Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. They just said they were going to close down 1,000 stores nationwide. What else is going on? You got NATO. You got Russia, China, all these different uh, powers that be that's over there training for World War III, man. Don't forget, Putin just said that. What did Putin just say? He said he's ready for World War III, man. All right, so yeah, you're not supposed to be ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. You're supposed to be paying attention, man. Scripture says, watch and pray. All right, come on, King. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan shall get an advantage of us, right? A lot of people, they don't get caught off guard. People that's been working their jobs, dropping their kids off at school, just regular day people. Those same people are people that's not paying attention to what's happening on the news. They're not paying attention to things that's happening in their communities. Okay, a lot of these different stores are closing. A lot of these different goods, fundings, Social Security, food stamps, EBT, whatever. All these benefits are going to go down the drain very soon. All right. So it says, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. We know that this solar eclipse that Esau Edom could basically, like it says, never let a good crisis go to waste. Right. He could very well use this to bring in that civil war, martial law, order out of chaos, so he can bring in that MOTB. All right. So let's get the article, and then I'm gonna get some scriptures. This is April 8th, total solar eclipse. Texas officials warn people to stock up on food ahead of the solar eclipse. And we're not doomsday preppers, okay? We prep on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're stocking up on the spirit, the power, the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, but it's not going off for you to grab a couple cartons of water, get you 248 48 counted bottles of water, whatever. You can even get you some candles, go to dollar store, grab you a couple candles. You're not going off for getting that. But it's just to say, man, we're depending on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, we know those things ain't gonna save us. Okay, it says officials in one state along the path of total totalitarian for the April 8th total solar eclipse are advising residents to stock up on food and gas ahead of the event. All right, so they're not just saying stock up on food; they're telling you to stock up on gas as well. In an interview, the KXAN in Austin, Texas, Mike Jones, Hayes County, Texas, director of the Office of Emergency Services, said the area is expecting thousands of visitors to arrive to see the eclipse. To prepare for the crowds, Jones advised residents to stock up on groceries and fill up on gas. If they are out on the day of the eclipse, he recommends residents to pack your patience. All right, and don't forget, like I said, they're going to have the National Guard out there, literally. Okay, so man, let me see if I got backtrack real quick. So yeah, man, it says emergency officials warn people to stock up on food and water and fuel ahead of the total solar eclipse. So yeah, man, you have to be prepared for this thing. The solar eclipse is coming. Let me grab this precept going into that, because just like the Lord did in the times of in Egypt, during the days of Pharaoh, the Lord's going to do all that over again. The Lord said, I'm going to smite Egypt with plagues like before. Let me see if I can get that. All right, the same plagues, the same pestilences, the same judgments. The Lord's going to bring it, but it's going to be even more enhanced. All right, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 11. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and I will smite Egypt with plagues. So the same plagues. What were some of the plagues that were in Egypt? Let me look it up real quick. And this is why the Passover is so serious, because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is about to judge this place. You don't want to get caught out there in these times without his mercy, without his Dawah, all right, which is that mark of exemption. Okay, so here's a few of the plagues or the pestilences. You got the turning water to blood, which we've seen that happening, all right, for a lot of years. Okay, frogs, lice and gnats, wild animals and flies, pestilence of livestock. And the Lord's hitting these different livestock, all these different foods. I believe they just said what it was a cattle that was like, I think it was like 100,000 that got burned up in Texas. Okay, it says boils, thunderstorms of hail and fire, and right now you're having huge, all type of thunderstorms, tornadoes, hailstorms. It was a video I seen a couple days ago where it was like a thunderstorm of hail, and the hail was like the size of a damn like a basketball, man. It basically was coming through the car windows. So you had a whole street full of cars, and like all the streets, all the cars basically had big holes in them. All right. And what's that to let you know that Yahweh Shemi Shai is about to do the same judgments? All right. The locust, we just experienced that not too long ago. All right. But this is the one that I want to go into. It's the 3 days of darkness. Okay. Yahweh Shemi Shai is about to bring that same plague all over again. All right. And that darkness, it can hit you more than one way, man. Okay. People, oh, I'm good in the dark. It says, so I will smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof. Now, this is the point that I want to get to. Okay. What will happen? All right. All right. It says, what are the effects of electronics in cars when detonated? An EMP weapon produces a pulse of energy that creates a powerful electromagnetic field capable of short-circuiting a wide range of electronic equipment, particularly computers, satellites, radios, radio receivers, and even civilian traffic lights. Now, not too long ago, let me see, Lansing power outage. Now, this was literally yesterday. Okay, all the power was gone, man. Or it was the day before. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right, power restored to lands and residents after a massive outage. This is in my city. Okay, it was over 24,000 people that was experiencing power outages. Okay, and you could take away the lands and the way out of it. You can see that the power outages is everywhere. All right, high winds causing power outages around the Shindao Valley and numerous wildfires. Again, we just read that. All right. Power outages and food shortages and triggered social unrest in Cuba. Okay. So what I'm saying all this to tell you is, okay, if this EMP hits, okay, it's not just going to hit you where, oh, you can't see, oh, I can't see, I can't flush the toilet. No, it's going to hit you more ways than that. You're not going to be able, all the food in your refrigerator is going to go bad. Okay, you're not going to be able to turn on the lights. No more running water out of your sinks. Okay, you're not going to be able to use your cars. You know, all these different planes, they're going to fall out the skies according to the prophecies. Okay, literally, there's so many things that's going to happen. All the people that's in, let's say that's in these hospitals, that's on life support. You know, people that use these different machines to be able to breathe and get by. Those people are going to perish, man. So darkness, you know, that goes into that Exodus. Let's get that. That darkness is going to be heavy. The scripture says it's going to be a darkness to where you're not even going to be able to see what's in front of you. Okay. So let me get this. This is Exodus chapter 10 and 21. All right. And I'm going to get it from 20. It says, but the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And that's what the Lord is doing to these Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, Sleepy Joe, you know, all these left-hand elites. The Lord is hardening their hearts. Here it is. They know their kingdom's coming to an end. They see the destruction, the pestilences, the plagues, but yet they're still having that inward thought of that their kingdom is going to be forever, man. Okay, the Lord has them in the spirit of pride to where they don't think that they're going to ever fall, man. Okay, so yeah, the Lord got them prideful. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. Now, you might be on a level to where you look good, you smell good, you know, you got a nice car, you got a nice house. But in the times to come, man, when it's a complete blackout, it's a lot of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that are grown adults that are afraid of the darkness, that are afraid of the dark. Okay, you can turn off a light You see a grown man run to his bed and try to get under the covers, man. Why? Because a lot of people are afraid of the dark, and it's a scripture that goes into what it say. I will bring, because I know my brother bring this out all the time. It's Salakia. Khan, hey, King got some heat up there too. I'm gonna grab some. Yep. And you gotta be vigilant, man. You gotta make sure you up on this, man. All right, vigilant, to keep awake, to watch, to be vigilant, or to awake, give strict attention to, or to be cautious and active. See, so yeah, it says to take heed, lest through remission and in the less I can't even say it. Some destructive calamity suddenly overtake you. All right. See, so Esau, Edom, he know that time is coming to an end, man. All right. So this Isaiah chapter 66:4. I also would choose their delusions. All right. And I will bring their fears upon them. A lot of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're afraid of the dark, you're afraid of spiders, you're afraid of all these different things. The Lord can very well bring those same things upon you in the times of Jacob's trouble. All right. All those things that you were afraid of. A lot of women, they're afraid of being ravished. They're afraid of being raped. All right. A lot of men, they're afraid of being alone. Okay. But the Lord said he's going to put your very fears upon you. Because when I called, none did answer. And when I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before my eyes and chose that which I delighted not. So because you turn your back on the Lord and you did what he despises, what he hates, the Lord's going to judge you, man. All right. So I'm going to backtrack it. So yeah, it says, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. So it's this darkness is going to be, it's not going to be the regular darkness you're used to. This darkness is going to be to where the darkness swallows up the light. You can have a flashlight and you won't be able to see in this darkness. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. And the Lord, he can have this happen to for more than 3 days, more than 2 days, more than a week, a month. Okay. And one of the biggest things that just came out today, going into this, because like I said, darkness is going into more than just, oh, it's dark, I can't see. No, all the things that you hold, like your refrigerator, your water, your gas, your heat, everything will be at risk. It says National Guard to be deployed for the upcoming solar eclipse. All right. World on brink as Taiwan admits U.S. troops now stationed on Chinese border. World War III is approaching, man. Okay. And people, they don't believe it. Whether you believe it or not, man, it's coming. All right. Let me grab that the one I seen today. Salakia. Look, North Korea tests new hypersonic missile with the hopes of striking Guam in the future. Again, World War III is going to happen, man. It tells you that in Joel 3 and 9, all the way up. All right. Look at this, man. United Nations advisors calls for white people to be stripped of their power. And that's in the scriptures, man. Let's see if I can get that. All right. In the fullness of his sufficiency. Let me see if I can get that. All right. Esau Edom about to fall down, man. All right. So I'm gonna get it from here. It says Job 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So Esau Edom, he about to catch hell, man. What's gonna happen when he is about to fill his belly? Right when he think he got his NWO, he done got you 2/3 chip. He might got his little station set up. He gonna be like, man, I got everything where I want it to be at. All right, that's when Yahweh Shemi Shai is gonna get him. It says Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain upon it while he is eating. Yep, just like a dude that's sitting on the toilet, man. You over there pooping, you think you straight, you think you safe, man. All right, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of bullets rain on you, a whole bunch of nuclear missiles rain on you. That's what's gonna happen to Esau Edom. All right. He shall flee from the iron weapon, which is going to be those nuclear missiles. And the bow of steel shall strike him through. So Esau Edom is going to literally be impaled by these damn nuclear missiles, man. All right, they're going to explode on impact on this man. All right, it is drawn and coming out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword. And when you see those nuclear missiles, when they're shot off, sometimes uh uh they look like sparkles in the air, like it's sparkling, like it's glittering. It cometh out of his goal. Terrors are upon him. Right, people going to see this, they're going to bug the hell out. All right, they're going to lose it. All right, so let me go back. So yeah, man. All right, now this is what I want right here. Okay, but I had to get those other points. Yeah, man. So Esau Edom, he's going to be stripped of his power. He's going to be kicked out of his kingdom. All right. So when that United Nations advisor calls for white people to be stripped of their power, yes, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and his whole nation is going to be stripped of their power. And they're going to serve the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Hebrew Israelites, the elect of Israel first in the kingdom of heaven. All right. And then all of Israel. All right. It says feds warn of cyber attacks against water systems across the nation. All right. Let's get that. Let's get in this article. All right. Hey, man, it's about to go down, man. All right. Like I said, that darkness, it can affect more than just, oh, I can't see. No, man. It's going to affect your water, your food. Yeah. A lot of people, let's say if you live in the cold, like Michigan, New York, whatever, you need heat. All right. What's going to happen when that power go out? All right. It says the Biden administration is warning states to be on guard for cyber attacks against the water systems, citing ongoing threats from hackers linked to the governments of Iran and China. And a lot of times, those be sleeper agents for the U.S., man. A lot of times, it'd be the U.S. that be trying to destroy themselves. All right. It says disabling cyber attacks are striking water and wastewater systems. So not only is it striking the water, but it's also striking wastewater systems throughout the United States. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Michael Regan and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan wrote in a letter to governors made public Tuesday. These attacks have the potential to disrupt the critical lifeline of clean and safe drinking water. So again, if we're hit with an EMP, we get hit with that darkness. Okay, if these hackers, so-called hackers, are able to get into these systems, they can very well cut off that clean, safe drinking water that you get through your system. All right, do you get your sink, your bath water, whatever, as well as impose significant costs to affected communities. So if somebody was to get this, man, it'll be over, man. Okay, it'll be over. It would take, what did they say? They said if we was hit with an EMP, we wouldn't be able to get out of it. Okay, they said what 90% of Americans would die within the first year if all the power was cut off. All right, it says thousands boycott Tyson Foods amid plan to hire 42,000 asylum seekers in New York. You see, so again, man, this place is about to go down, man. All right, look, Revelations 12 and 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Esau Edom is about to try to wage war against the elect of Israel. All right. It says, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua. So Esau Edom is going to try to wage war against the Israelites, man. And that's why we need the why. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to judge this place, just like he judged Egypt, man. We want to pray that we get passed over. Okay, we got the blood on the door, which is spiritually that mark from Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a couple of the precepts my brother got on here too. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 58 through 61. If you refuse to obey all the laws written in this book, thus refuse a reference to the glorious and fearful name of Yahweh your God, then Yahweh will send a perpetual plagues upon you and your children. He will bring upon you all the diseases of Egypt that you feared so much, and they should plague the land. And that's heavy, man. Okay, because I believe that scripture even goes into, it says what? Not only was the Lord going to bring the diseases that we were afraid of in Egypt, but also new diseases, new pestilences, new plagues. All right, the Lord said, hey, I'm gonna bring on even stuff of that you never even heard of, man. Okay, and not just on you, but your children also. That's why you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have high blood pressure. You know, anytime you try to shave your beard, you get bumps all over your face. It's because your how about Shimmy Shy is judging you, man. All right. Literally, you ain't supposed to be cutting your beard. You're not supposed to be doing things that are contradictory to scriptures. All right. It says, if you do not obey faithfully all of God's teachings that are written in this book, and if you do not honor the wonderful and awesome name of the Lord your God, he will bring on you once again the dreadful diseases you experienced in Egypt, and you will never recover. He will also bring all kinds of diseases and epidemics that are not mentioned in this book. And that's why you, in the days of Jacob's trouble, you might see people bleeding out their eyes, their nose, their mouth. You know, you might see people out there, because don't forget, the scripture says people are not going to be buried or lamented. If it's thousands, millions of people that are dying and nobody's burying their body, that's going to cause diseases. It's going to cause flies, gnats, all type of different rats, rodents. You know, that's going to bring pestilences, sicknesses. Right now, you got the bubonic out there. You got the measles. You got all type of things that's out there right now. Okay, but the Lord said, hey, I'm going to bring even more stuff on you. All right. It says that are not mentioned in this book of God's laws and teachings, and you will be destroyed. So that's why you should be in the spirit, like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the Passover. You know, even me, you know, I like to go out. I like to go to the bar, have a couple drinks, whatever. I ain't doing it this weekend. You know why? Because the Passover is a solemn assembly, man. Passover is not a damn lamb dinner. All right, you get some lamb, and no, man, it's a very serious matter, and it's to be taken seriously. All right. So yeah, man, the Lord said He's gonna send all those things on people if they don't want to turn to Him. So Matthew 24 and 21, for the trouble at that time will be far more terrible than any there has ever been. Why? Because 42,000 people are literally, all right. They're gonna hire 42,000 migrants after they just fired thousands of Americans. Okay, what is that gonna bring? Like the lady said, that's gonna bring division. All right, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, realm against realm. All right, you're gonna have Egyptian against Egyptian, man. All right, because all these Americans, they're starting to buck up against these migrants, and all these migrants, they don't give a damn about you Americans. Okay, it says, then any there has ever been from the beginning of the world to this very day. You never had a day where you're going to experience over 500 drones literally trying to find the brothers, man, trying to find the believers. You're never going to come into a time where people are going to be chased by robo dogs. Okay, you're not going to come into a time where you're seeing all these heathen nations using nuclear missiles, man. All right, this is going to be the last hoorah. Okay, it says, nor will there ever be anything like it again. And don't forget, man, the Lord, man, it's nothing too far out for you. How about Shemi? I was shot. They've been talking about this deer and zombie stuff. Okay, they said that could transfer to humans. What's another thing? I remember a long time ago they was talking about, what was that? That show, The Last of Us. They were saying just like the zombies on that show, how they get the spores and all that. They were saying that could very well happen, man, because the temperatures in the world has basically increased. Let's even backtrack it. I don't believe in climate change or nothing like that, but according to the scientific proofs or whatever the hell they talking about, the world is getting hotter. And what is that going to do to the Antarctica, Alaska? You know, these different places that's filled with ice, man. All right, and you know, it's so many things happening. You can't even keep up, man. All right, like I said, you got that with the things. You got the store closures. Let's pull up some more stuff. You know, before we close out. You know, look at this. Best Buy is closing 10 to 15 stores. Company earning calls reveals. All right, what? So Best Buy is closing. Dollar Store is closing. Family Dollar is closing. TJ Maxx and Marshalls follow Costco and Target on upcoming closures. All these places are closing. Soon you won't be able to walk into a store and just grab stuff off the shelf and be able to pay for it. They're even making it hard for you to even do self-checkout, man. They about to start charging people to do self-checkout. These companies are losing out on their money, man. They broke. It's starting to get to the point to where the dollar store, they're no longer a dollar, man. Okay, Dollar General is making big changes to a self-checkout system. Who else doing it? Retailers, Walmart and Target are not charging to use self-checkout. They say that now, but soon they will, man. Five Below rethinks self-checkout to combat theft. They're taking away the self-checkout lanes because there's been so many retail thefts, so many people coming in and taking things. Now they're no longer doing self-checkout, which is gonna cause what? More hell on these different stores, man. So yeah, more store closures, more retail apocalypses. Okay. And not just stores, but you also have layoffs, man. And I try to cover all these different subjects. Look at this, man. Amazon Charlotte Salaki. Let me see if I can pull up right here. Amazon sharply up performance improvement plans for workers. Then came tens of thousands of layoffs. Why? Because they don't need you people no more, man. Why? Because they know they about to crash the dollar. They know that this economy is about to crumble. They know that America is coming to an end. Okay. So the only way that you're going to be able to get food, buy certain clothing, and get certain things is going to be off the internet. And the only way you're going to be able to use the internet is if you got that MOTB. Because what? You're not going to be able to buy or sell without it. All right. And if you take the MOTB, you're going to be Revelations 14 and 9, man. All right. CAA undergoes layoffs in talent and other departments. Mass layoffs are fueling the growth of far-right authoritism. All right. Amazon HR documents show a spike in employees put on PIPs during layoffs. Tech job market remains in flux as layoffs continue and experience workers struggles to get hired, man. All right. So not only are we experiencing layoffs of these different these different industries. You got the gaming industry, which is experiencing layoffs, tech companies, okay, all these different places, man. And what is that going to do? That's going to cause a huge breakdown on the economy, man. All right. Another thing to look at is the shortages. All right. Not only are you having shortages of stores, of people closing up shop, but you're not even finding workers, man. All right. Salakia. Thought I was about to sneeze. Hold on. All right. So I'm gonna grab this real quick. Just a couple of the shortages that I seen personally, you know, and this is the biggest one that I've seen so far. There's a lot of different police stations that cannot even, they don't have enough officers to be able to do certain things. So you got in Pittsburgh, let me see if I can pull it up. And I believe it's more than just Pittsburgh. I believe it's in Chicago and other states like that. All right, so Pittsburgh police chief pushes back against criticism of sweeping redeployment. It's a dang, no, that's not what I want. Because they, oh yeah, here you go right here. The water, how about Shimi Al Shah? All right, so it says Pittsburgh police cut staff between 3 to 7 a.m. No longer respond if not in progress emergency. So the police officers are no longer going to respond, all right, around these different hours from 3 to 7 unless it's a serious emergency. Okay. And it's not just Pittsburgh. You have places like Chicago. I've seen a couple other places like that too. But these people, they don't have enough police officers to basically go around, man. Okay. So some of these places, they're shortening the staff. They're shortening the hours of which they have 911 dispatchers. It's coming to an end, man. Police departments face staffing shortages as some crime rates rise. What's the solution? Springfield wraps up budget hearings. Police DPD talk about staffing shortages. Nashville police changes physical fitness requirements and add lactation rooms to hire more women. You see? So it's so bad for them that they got to be like, you know what? It don't even matter if you fat. It don't even matter if you're a woman. Hey, if you're a pregnant woman, you got to breastfeed your kid. Hey, man, we'll have a room for you. All right? This is where it's coming up to, man. All right? County's police force is shrinking and response times rising. Nobody's coming out there, man. Marshall police and fire departments hope to raise salaries to resolve the staff shortages. Again, it's over, man. And Road police cut controversial pet patrol staffing plan by more than half the deputy chief says. All right, so yeah, man, look at this. Southern Indiana Police Department won't have overnight coverage, man. Oh my goodness, man. Kala Yalba Shimi, I was shy, man. Hey, it's over, man. You know, I could have really brought some more out. I'll probably grab one more scripture before I close it out. But hey, man, this is heavy. This is heavy, man. You know, who you gonna call? So it says, this is not news that I want to deliver to the citizens of Washington County. The sheriff, Brent Miller, said this is not a decision that has been made lightly. Okay. Washington County, Indiana, due to staffing shortages. This was Friday, man. The Washington County Sheriff's Department said they don't have enough officers to provide 24-hour coverage, man. Let's go. Man, I'm so, man, man, it makes me so happy, man. It makes me so excited, man. Let's go. Okay, we want more hell. We want Jacob's trouble to happen. We want World War III. We want to see people line up for the MOTB. Why? Because that means we're closer to the second coming of Yahweh Shai. That means we're closer to the kingdom of heaven. All right. So in the department described as an unprecedented move, they won't have deputies on duty from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., man. And that's when crime really start taking off, man. Starting March 22nd. You hear that? It says, this is not news that I want to deliver to the citizens of Washington County. Sheriff Brent Miller said, this is not a decision that has been made lightly. To the contrary, we have made change after change to schedule an attempt to continue 24/7 coverage for the county. They was trying, man. Trying to rotate shifts, trying to, but it wasn't working, man. So why am I telling you all this? What's the point? The whole point is this, all right? Now I'm going to grab this preset. Look at Michigan police officer shortage becoming dire. Where did everyone go? Come on, man. Seattle Police Department reaches lowest staffing level in 30 years, man. All right? Let me get this. We're going to close it out. Second Edris. You know it. You know where I'm going. All right? You know why I'm here. All right? So, yeah, man, pray that Yahweh Shemi Awashai passes over you this Passover, man, because you have people, staffing shortages, people that's losing out on the benefits. The dollar could very crash. You got the blackout, World War III brewing. There's so many things happening. Store closures, job closures, layoffs, you name it. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Destruction. All right. For the sword and their destruction draweth Nate, Esau, Edom, the nuclear missiles, robo-dogs, drones, all right, nuclear warfare, chemical warfare, plagues, pestilences, all these things are drawn near. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, me against you, you against them. Everywhere, as far as the eye can see, is going to be gun shootings, ravishing, people breaking and entering, all the crimes just popping off. Just like my brother King Maki did a lesson yesterday going into that weird looking ass dude. He was a weird light-skinned dude talking about he wants a purge. He wants the purge to happen. Well, that's going to happen. Okay, that's very well going to happen. All right, according to Bible prophecy. One people shall stand up and fight against another. Civil war, race wars, gang wars, and swords in their hands. That's why a lot of these migrants here, to bring confusion, chaos. For there should be sedition, uprisings among men, invading one another. They're going to be breaking and entering your house, your mansions. What Rick Ross say? My underground bunker got wings. You know, hey, they're gonna break into all that, man. All right, invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes. Not gonna matter if you're a president, Congress, U.S. representative. It don't matter, man. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power, every man for themselves, free for all. All right? It's not going to be power in the police, military police. No, man. The power is going to be within the people. They're going to take matters within their own hands. The military, when they come door to door, house to house, their power is going to be within their own hands. Nobody is going to be following after the rules. Only the elect. We're going to be following after the rules of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, but everybody else is going to be totally lawless. A man should desire to go into a city, but should not be able. Right? Lockdowns. All right? Lockdowns. City lockdowns. hours where you can't move. All right. For because of their pride, cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Literally, it's going to be a chaotic city, man. That cities is going to be broken down. You see movies like I Am Legend, Mad Max. All right. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. They're going to break in your house, tie you up, take your woman, take your children. All right. They're not going to care about you, man, but shall destroy their houses with a sword, with a gun. They go come in your crib, a shotgun, AR-15, RPG. All right, a Nina, a 9. All right, and they're going to spoil your goods, man. They're going to take whatever they want because of the lack of bread, because there ain't going to be no food out there. All the stores going to be closed. We just went through that. You know, there's not going to be no other way out here to make money, to make ends meet. All right. It says because of the lack of bread for great tribulation. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. Hey, Khan, hey, the brother got some. It says Matthew 24:34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass, so all these things be fulfilled. So, hey, man, I'll be talking to my grandma sometimes. She older. I love my grandma. She in the spirit, man. Like, even though she be in church, she be in the Christian doctrine. She believes a lot of stuff that I tell her out the scriptures. She really believed the doctrine of the elders and apostles, a great millstone, you know, and I pray the Lord have mercy on her. But, you know, she was the first one to tell me about, you know, that all the stores was going to close down. She was the first one to tell me that everything was going to go digital. You know, my grandma, she was the first one to tell me, you know, she was like, you know, World War III, Jacob's trouble, all these things going to happen. She was like, I don't want to be here. She was like, if these things happen, she was like, I want to be dead. She was like, put me to death. She was like, I don't want to be alive when these things happen. Now, a lot of people are going to be in that spirit. A lot of people, they're going to try to destroy themselves. They're going to try to jump off buildings and do all type of things, and they still going to be alive, man. You're not going to be able to just off yourself in the times of Jacob's trouble. The Lord is going to make you feel that hell, man. All right? So when people be like, oh, I don't want to be around in that day. Well, guess what? This is going to be the generation where all these things are going to be fulfilled. World War III, Jacob's trouble, martial law, famines, man, you name it, nuclear missiles, you know, till all these things be fulfilled, right? It says the era of the independent woman BS will end. These prideful feminist women will have to eat their words for treating us Israelite men wrong, right? And you know, not against the sisters that's in the truth, the few sisters that watch, but hey, man, a lot of these different sisters, y'all did us dirty, man. You know, you treat the Israelite man like he was a nobody. You know, you put us on child support. You took our kids away from us. You called us names, niggas, figure. You know, a lot of our women, they look down at us. You know, even Esau, Edom, these heathen nations, they look at us like we're nobodies. They give us the worst jobs. We're the first fired, the last hired. You know, hey, man, all the people would say the first should be last and the last should be first. Everybody that was taken care of in this kingdom, they're not gonna be taken care of in the next kingdom, man. All right, you Edomites, you Hamites, hey, man, y'all gonna be catching hell in the next kingdom. Okay, the Lord is only going to take care of the elect of Israel, the elect men, women, and children that follow his doctrine. Everybody else, the independent women, BS, you know, the Pookie and Ray Rays, they're going to be destroyed in America, Babylon the Great. They can't make it to the kingdom. All right. They're going to make it after they reborn into that new flesh. Okay. But they're going to have to come back as babes. Revelations 9:6, and I'm going to close out with this. In those days shall men seek death, man. People going to be trying to destroy themselves. You're going to have women, let's say if you're a woman, you know, you running down the block, you seeing people shooting and spraying one another, gangs fighting. You run into a damn alleyway. You just see 10, 20 dudes, man. You know, because don't forget, man, in the times of World War II, World War I, you had a lot of these different military men that would have women that was in these underground tunnels that was hiding and stuff. They would come across these women, and it would be 50 to 100 men that's ravishing just one woman, you know. And they was getting women as young as 7 years old, man. So let's say you got a little girl, a daughter, she's 7 years old. In the eyes of Esau, Edom, the Hamites, the UN troops, the Russian troops, they open season, man. Your wife, she's going to be open season. All right, even you men, a lot of these heathen nations, they into men. All right, you might be looking at your woman, oh man, don't get her. And they're like, no, we don't want her, we want you. You know? So yeah, man, people are going to desire let's say you got ravaged by 10, 20 dudes and you a guy, man, you gonna try to seek to destroy yourself, man. You know, let's say you a woman, you know, you see your kid gets it's everybody shooting outside, it's ricochets of guns coming through your apartment building, and you see your child get shot to death, man. You gonna want to destroy yourself. You know, oh, I can't live. My kid got put to death. I don't want to be here no more. You're gonna have a lot of people that's just gonna lose hope, man. It's just gonna be like, you know what? I can't deal with it no more. I just want to off myself. All right. And you're not gonna be able to shoot yourself, boom, you're still gonna be alive. Take your leg out, whatever. People are gonna have to still deal with that hell, man. All right. And it ain't gonna be no hospitals. You jump off a building, you're gonna have to live with that. You know, you take one to the face, pow, hey man, and the Lord keep you alive. You're gonna have to go through Jacob's trouble like that, man. All right. It says, and in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it. So you done got ravaged by 50 men, and you a whole dude, man. You're gonna try to destroy yourself, and the Lord's not gonna allow it to happen, man. And you see another 50 dudes coming across the corner. Hey, you know, says it shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. You see, so you gonna try to destroy yourself, and you're gonna be totally humiliated. I can't believe that happened to me. You try to destroy yourself, you jump off a building, you still gonna be alive, man. Death is literally gonna flee from you, man. All right. So, hey, man, we pray that Yahweh Shemi Shai have mercy on us, man. You know, that in the times of Jacob's trouble, that we're spared. So, Lord willing, us was edifying, you know, the water Yahweh Shemi Shai to all the brothers, a few sisters that watch, the children. Shalom to y'all, man. Lord willing, us was edifying. I could have brought out way more things, but hey, man, keep paying attention to the store closures, the layoffs. Pay attention to the shortages in foods, the medicines. And like I said, it's not going off to stock up. You know, let's say, like, I don't want to tell you doomsday prep or nothing like that, but it's not going off for you to grab a couple cartons of water, get you some candles, you know, even medication, you know, in Jacob's trouble, things like ibuprofen, Tylenol, you know, little things like that, antibiotics. Those things are going to be things that you can trade and barter for, you know, you can trade and barter, and it will be expensive. You get what I'm saying? Because it's something that you can't come across again. You know, antibiotics, medicine, you know, different things like that. Those are all things that you can trade and barter if the economy collapses. Because money ain't gonna be for nothing. All right. So a Bible ball soon, Lord willing, Celeste was edifying. You know, shalom to the house of David, the elect. You know, Lord willing, we get out of here. Pray that how about Shemi Shai bring an end to this kingdom. You know, I'm so sorry. I wanted this lesson to be short. You know, I know Jake got a short attention span, but hey, man, we almost out of here, man. A Bible bar soon. Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. Hey, man, like I always say, what the ladies say, who can I run to? You know? Hey, man, the times to come, man, you're going to have to run to Yahweh Shemi Shai. You women, you better run to a man of the Lord, man. Okay? Because, hey, you're going to need that protection. A gun is not going to save you. Doomsday prepping is not going to save you. You know, and your government damn sure ain't going to save you. So, shalom. Yahweh Shemi Shai Barakatah.